I don't know why. Oh, people can see that on stream. It's just for some reason that I can see a Discord overlay. This is a lot louder than the rest of it. Everything was.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I think the intro movie is tied to your music volume, which is weird. Like, once you get into the game, you can adjust the settings.
Oh, the settings are adjusted, so once it stops playing, everything should be fine. Without our released in game. I forgot to set it up with OBS, but I did at least
I'm a big fan of this game. I'm glad I can be here while you play it.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law.
I thought, what is that Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean?
As the Republic grew, so did its needs.
No, it's a great comp.
Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless
all the way back in
expanse
Fallout
of the
1.
Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You don't get it because it's foreshadowing. You will find out what he's talking about later in the game.
Please, stop giving me free stuff.
You're welcome. How about that?
Ultimate Edition came with all the DLC, so I could
Whoa, easy there.
leg up with some
Yeah.
items.
You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Well, that's fine. That means I just don't need to waste much time in the beginning area picking
Let's see
stuff
what
up.
the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I already know what my name's gonna be.
What's your name gonna be?
Lots of plenty.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but
Is that what you're delivering?
Then you're not cool.
Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
There's that randomized button. Oh, it just randomizes the presets, so... You can still go through and see the other presets, but yeah, the randomize, as you can see, just affects the preset that you're in.
Hmm. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at earlier. Because I had already looked at these for a while before I started streaming.
What did it look like?
I'll know it when I see it. Oh, I wasn't going far enough down, that's why.
There you go. See, having a massive allergic reaction, look. Yes, Picky, but Fallout 3 was not one of those games.
Wait, I'm ready to tell.
Right, here we go.
Well,
Caravan.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that
E-R-R-O-R.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Oh, I didn't get a pop-up or anything. No, I figured out how to use the Amazon Prime thing to sub to you again.
Oh,
Good.
good
Why don't you
pop-up.
walk down to the end of the room? Over by
I don't know, I just hit
machine there.
the sub thing. I didn't
Take
see
it
anything
slow
pop up.
now.
We take a
Told me
minute.
it's my 2-month sub anniversary, which I don't believe. You're looting a bit prematurely, I think. You're not done with character creation. You don't have skills yet.
Alrighty. Broken. God damn it.
Yeah, it's almost like if you finish creating your character, you can have a repair skill that maybe fixes that.
I'll repair you.
Quick if you get back all your faculties.
I sure wish you would. My head has been
I
hurting
have
for
to do
years.
myself first. Get in line.
Position heal thyself.
Strength.
Do you want help with this, or are you just gonna rando do whatever you feel like? Because if you just want to rando do whatever you feel like, I'll shut up.
No, I mean, we don't.
I just don't want to be massive backseat gamer. Here's how you should play, kind of deal, you know.
No, you don't have to hold my hand, but you can't tell me whether or not any particular stat is useless or whatever.
Well, this mostly just read. This affects those are like the skills that the stat affects. But after you page through all the stats, you will get a screen where you can assign all of them at the same time and like actually see where all of your stats are allocated, and it's much better.
Oh, because I can just vary.
So, do you have any concept of what kind of character you want to make? Do you want to use guns? Do you want to whack people with melee weapons? That kind of thing.
I want to use guns. Don't need endurance, so I don't need to live.
No, endurance is good. Endurance will determine how many implants you can get later, so you want endurance. What you don't need is charisma. You can put charisma as low as you want, and to a lesser extent intelligence. But if you're going to use guns, you want good agility, you want good perception, and you want good luck. Like, you should put luck at 9 no matter what you do.
Okay, well, I can accept that.
But agility and perception are the good skills for guns. And charisma as a stat doesn't really do anything. Like, speech is really powerful in this game, but you can just put skill points in speech. You don't need high charisma.
Oh, what does... Barter, speech, and your nerve.
Yeah, and barter and speech are skills that you can just invest in.
So what does it do for barter and speech?
I think it's every point in charisma is 2 starting points in the skill.
Oh.
So, like, if you have a starting charisma of 5, you will start with plus 10 to those skills.
And intelligence is the same thing, you can just invest in those skills.
Well, intelligence also partially dictates how many skill points you get per level. I wouldn't put intelligence below 4, but you can knock it down to 4 if you want, just to put more points into things like agility. And I would probably... You don't need to put anything at 10, because later on you can increase all your stats.
Ah.
If you have the extra points, I would put endurance at 6. But, you know, you may want more perception instead, and that's up to you. And if you're not doing melee weapons, you can probably bump strength down to 4 if you want. But it also determines how much you can carry, so if you want to make sure you can carry a bunch of stuff, then you can leave it. Yeah.
Nah, that's fine. I mean, we don't... I mean, the... There's things... Well, there's things you can get that increases how much you can... Like, there's perks that help you a lot with weight limits. And I don't need to carry stuff around until I reach the point where there's like, it's gonna be a while until I find weapons as good as the weapons that they give you from the stupid DLC packs.
Yeah, I would put perception at 8 and agility at 9 if you're doing this, just because agility is the gun skill one. So you want to prioritize that above perception. But yeah, that's fine.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we'll go through
Baseball.
a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
You can be the next Flaccid J. Penerdus. There's a reference no one will get.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Caravan.
I want you to
Is
say
that
the
good?
first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Green.
House.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to reset it and set it again when I...
Yeah.
Investment.
Night.
Sleep.
Light. Mother.
Cookie Jack.
Okay. Now I got a few
Wookie.
statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Doesn't look like anything but the two-headed ant.
Okay. How about this one?
It's mollusk.
Last one.
Oh, that's clearly two bears high-fiving.
I thought it was two gnomes high-fiving. They got little hats. Head on a pillow. Why not?
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
And all the tagging a skill does is add 15 to it, so it's not like you're committed to these in any way. Just pick skills you want more of.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I was looking at all these the whole while.
You picked trigger discipline as the other one, which I don't think is what you actually want.
No. 20% more accuracy seemed to be the good one.
Yeah, but it hurts your fire rate, and fire rate's basically impossible to raise. And accuracy will just go up as your gun skill goes up. If you want just a generally useful, good-natured or skilled are the best ones. If you want stat, small frame's good. But don't pick trigger discipline and don't pick Four Eyes.
Mine's 10% experience.
Yeah, but you get one perk and it cancels that out. Like from level 2, there's a perk you can take. I don't remember what it's called, but basically you gain experience 10% faster.
Got one.
Good-natured raises basically every non-combat skill at the cost of your combat skills, but you're only going to use one combat skill in most cases, so it's like -5 to one skill to get +5 to a bunch of skills.
Yeah, I feel better taking good-natured than skilled. Because I don't need to max every skill.
Alright, I guess that about does it.
Yeah, trigger discipline is a trap because fire rate is really good and impossible to raise. Go ahead, sorry.
I gotta be able to open doors so I can get into naughty places. And I need to be able to talk to people so I can make silly things happen.
And Four Eyes is a trap because it reduces your perception for the purposes of like prerequisite for perks and such. So like, yeah, if you wear glasses, it technically goes up, but it's actually hurting you.
Here, I hope you don't mind. They call it a Pip Boy.
I would have
I
been
grew
clipped
up
for
in
that.
one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Yeah. What the hell kind of special award would you get?
You just get an achievement. Or trophy or whatever.
Good.
You know, depending on what platform you're playing the game on.
You press escape instead of E.
E. I think the Armored Vault suit is the best armor you start with among the DLC, but I don't remember offhand. The DT is the important number to look at. I guess it's the same. Whatever.
go.
Now you're gonna get all the DLC quest pop-ups, yay.
I sell some of the stuff we started with.
Yep.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do.
What's this?
10mm.
Have any at the sale? Or sale. For sale.
No.
Any game. Plus P.
I think the plus P is the armor-piercing 9mm. But I don't think you have a 9mm weapon to start. If he's got a shovel, you probably want to buy that so you can go grave robbing.
Grave robbing, wow.
Yeah, you can actually loot graves, but only if you have a shovel in your inventory to dig them up.
I got a shovel.
There you go. And stimpaks are healing, obviously, so... Although at this point you're paying money, you've run through the store credit
Oh, well, that's
that
fine.
you got for the stuff you're selling. Picking most of it doesn't do anything, it's
Oh,
just
shadow room.
stuff to sell.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy.
Goodbye.
Some of the stuff that's like labeled as scrap is used for crafting stuff or used for special purposes. But yeah, a lot of stuff like pre-war money is just like something to sell for money, something to sell for caps.
Well, no need to break in. We can just go into the front door. easy feat.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Can't believe you stole something already. I can't believe you just read that immediately.
I have a thirst for knowledge that goes beyond crime.
Yeah, I think that might have been a skill magazine, though, which is a temporary buff.
What?
There are skill books that are
So
permanent
the
buffs to your
sarsaparilla
skills,
bottles
and then there are skill magazines that are
Take this and try to
temporary
hit a couple
buffs.
of 'em.
Oh, I didn't realize some of them were temporary. I thought they were all permanent when you pick them up.
Nope.
Read them. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
Oh, well, God.
Okay.
Fixing things.
Yeah, fixing things. So you have +10 to repair for like 30 seconds. Oh, you've read a bunch of magazines. Yeah.
God damn, I thought
No.
I was being clever.
No, the books have. They're usually, I think they're +3 to the skill by default, and they have weight. So if it's titled like that and it's an item that has weight, then it's a book, and you should read it for the permanent bonus.
Everything all
If
right?
it's weightless and
I
it says
wanna
it's
hear it.
+10, that's a magazine.
Until
What do you want from me?
She wants you
Everything
to
all
take
right?
out the weapon that she gave you.
next.
So you want to click your mouse so you whip it out.
Everything all right? Until next.
And shoot the bottles. Not behind you.
Oh,
That's the right idea. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while
And
longer?
there you go. You're done with the tutorial. You didn't have to spend an hour and take a goat and talk to Liam Neeson and travel through time.
good.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into.
Makes sense.
Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Until next time. Hi there.
Actually.
Sticking around Good Spring. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. If you want to know anything else, just ask. Until next
That's
time.
good. This whatever dialogue would in put stuff on my map.